Oh, hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. That's right, I've got the lavalier back on. I decided to use my iPhone just to see, and I remember I tried to stick the 3.5mm jack into the hole, but it didn't fit, right? And then I removed the case, and now it fits. The case is a Mophie case, an extra battery, but it was impeding the 3.5mm thing to go into the jack. So I'm just testing it now to see if it works. This morning when I woke up, I opened the garage, and there was this thing in it. I think my next door neighbor, he's down the street, adjacent to my block. His name is George. He borrowed my high-low fuel adjustment screw tools to try to get this going. He had it going for a while, but then it stopped running again. So he just bought a new one, and he put this in my garage. It's missing the head, but maybe I'll see if this gets going today. I still have to do the finishing touches on the Franken Tractor 2. I was thinking about putting rear tractor wheels on the front. It's going to take some hub grinding to do that, but I think that's what I want to do. Also, I want to look in my bin of parts and see if I can find a big pulley. If I can't find a big pulley, which I don't think I'm going to find, because I sold a couple to my friend Mark Neese over in North Carolina. I may have to fabricate a big pulley, but if I fabricate a big pulley, my drive belt's going to be too short, which means I have to make the pulley on the transmission smaller. We'll see what happens. Let's see if this, I'm going to go check now. Let's see if this lavalier works with this iPhone. Mailbag. Because I thought I was going to keep that Akaso GoPro clone camera, I was thinking about getting an external mic. So I ordered these little connectors, right? They're micro USB to 3.5mm, so that I could stick the, I was going to try the lavalier. These two were only like $5. I thought I'd get it, But I actually ordered another action cam, like a GoPro, but super cheap, like $20. Thought I'd try it. I can try it with this, I didn't see the reasoning behind paying $152 for it if the sound was like that. You know what I mean? I didn't have to want to attach a lavalier to something of that price, so I didn't feel like it was a good value, I found a Samsung S7 Edge Galaxy phone that had very small imperfections on it, and he was only selling it for like $55, so I bought it. So I've got a new cell phone coming, but it looks like my iPhone works great with this thing, Maybe I'll just use my iPhone. There's another package here. I opened it. Has another package. And then if I open this, maybe there's another package. I hope so. I like opening packages, Anyway, so I bought a bunch of stuff, some gear for my Akaso, but since I'm returning it today, this gear will be used for my other new equipment when it arrives. So I needed one of those because the tripod it's on right now is huge. I mean, it's tall. It's for when I'm wrenching in the garage for top views and stuff. But mobily, if I'm bringing it somewhere, it's a pain in the ass to carry in my van, my car and stuff. So I got one of these things. I see most people using this because each leg, the legs you can turn and you can wrap around things, and then you could pull it together, and you can do selfies and stuff. So this is really convenient. This is only $9. It's good quality rubber, and like I said, you could turn and twist and make it even smaller, lower, whatever. You can wrap it around poles. It's got rubber around it, so it grips. And you can attach your whatever attachment to this. So this is cool. I needed that. This, I have no idea what it is. Oh, you guys are going to love this one. So, I was on eBay and I was looking. and there was an auction. I never bid on auctions. I only just buy it now, you know. But there was this brand new Vid Pro professional condenser shotgun mic, you know, the kind you attach to DSLR cameras, right? And it's got a jack that you can put in. So I'm thinking that, you know, I'll get that. And it's amplified too with a battery in it, you know. So when there's a battery in it, you know it's amplified. So that's pretty cool, right? So anyway, he had it on there for $5 first bid with $4.99 shipping. So $10, right? I was the only bidder for like 3 days, and I won. So I got this whole thing for $10. That's a steal, because my last one, with the furry mic, the last one I got, my furry mic, it fell on my old tripod. My old tripod sucked. So it fell so many times that it broke, so it's all loose over here, so it doesn't work anymore. So I've got a couple of tires. I'm using the shotgun mic right now, just testing to see how it is, you know. Definitely not going to be as clear as the lavalier. The lavalier is awesome, you know what I'm saying? But I think this would work good if I was doing some overhead engine work, you know, if I'm doing close-ups on something, I don't have to wear that thing while I'm working, you know what I mean? But for monologues and stuff, I think the lavalier is what I'm going to go with, you know, as long as it stays working. I'm going to see if these hold air. Nice and solid right now. This one here, it seems like when I push down I could hear something, so I don't think this is going to work, so I got another one out, pump this one up, and see some kind of fix-a-flat stuff coming out here, dry rot. So maybe I'll put some ATF in here and see if it holds. I'm going to go recharge this thing because it's been used for a while. And also I found these pulleys over here. This is a pulley for, you know, mower deck. I don't know, I think maybe you can weld this onto something. This one could be for the transmission because it's threaded, you know, and it's really small compared to the one that I have on the LT1000. Plus, I think the thing is too narrow, you know what I mean? It'll slip off very easily if I use this. This one here is the mower deck pulley off of a double stack, you know. I cut it, you know, for another haul or whatever. So maybe I can weld this onto a keyway or something, or make my own keyway on here. I'm not sure. I'll have to work on this. It's the first time I'm really fabricating a pulley for a swap, you know. Just went to the UPS store to drop off my Ocaso Brave 7 LE GoPro clone camera. I'm returning it, and hopefully I'll get my 152 back soon. It was free shipping back, so no problems. That took me about a half an hour because it's 10 minutes there, 5 minutes in there, 10 minutes back. So I went back to the backyard and I checked the tire, and it holds air. At least it holds enough air that I could put ATF in it to seal it if it didn't hold air. Same goes for the second one there. As you can see, I jacked up my Franken Tractor 2, and I fit that wheel on there, but it's not exactly on there. It's about a 1/4 inch short on that side to put the washer and the C-clip in there. So I gotta grind down like 1/2 inch on one side, 1/2 inch on the other side for it to fit properly with washers. So I'm gonna get my grinder out and do some grinding. Listen, so my next few episodes, I just want to let you guys know, instead of my putting those engines away and taking pictures of each part and all and listing on eBay, right? I think I have enough parts to make another Kohler Courage engine. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing the next few episodes, is just taking parts there and trying to build a second one. Now, as you remember from the other episodes of the build, that block is Dunsky, and that block is Dunsky, and that block is Dunsky. Well, wait a minute. This one here is a Briggs single overhead valve. That could work.
all I need is a connecting rod. But I checked the connecting rods online for a 28 through 33 cubic inch connecting rod. They're all like 40 bucks. So you guys know me, I'm on the cheap, you know. My entire mission of this channel is to build stuff and make money without spending any money. At least hardly any money if I could help it. That's the point. I mean, I could just go and buy it, but I mean, come on. Anybody can just go out and buy it. I want to try to build stuff from nothing. That's the whole point, okay? So that's just going to wait until I get another connecting rod. And you guys know, I always end up getting stuff. So look, that Kohler Courage block is Dunsky. It's got a hole in it. That one, the post to where the rod holds the cam, that's off. So that block is done. You guys remember that other Kohler Courage that had like a crack in it? And I was about to throw it away, but then my friend Nick from Lindenhurst 5-Speed Ash told me to list it on eBay for $150 anyway. Somebody will buy a cracked block. Well, he was wrong. Nobody bought it. I lowered it from 150 to 125 to 100 to 75 to 50. Now, I'm not going to sell it any less than 50 because it'll cost me 30 just to ship it. You know what I mean? So that block actually has a decent crack in it. I think I could seal that crack with JB Weld, as I did with the other sump cover the other time. And then I'm going to try to put that Kohler Courage engine out. But for now, I'm going to be doing some hub grinding. How about that, huh? That looks pretty good, didn't it? It wasn't that hard either. I thought I would have to grind down more, but it was more like just grinding down 3/4 of an inch or so. So that wheel's on there, and if you could see, there's plenty of clearance between the inner part of that tire and the spindle there, right there, you know? You have to make sure that you only take down like just less than half an inch on the inner part. If you do more than half an inch, it's going to touch that washer that's attaching the C-clip to the spindle. I suppose you could get a smaller washer so that it doesn't stick out as wide, you know. So you could probably get away with maybe an inch, but it might rub when you put weight on it and the tire puffs out a little bit, you know. Man, oh man, how about that? That looks pretty cool, huh? I did it once for my Rodimus Prime, but it didn't turn out as good as this. This one came out very well. I'm going to do the other one now. Boy, oh boy, look at that, huh? The fronts look beefier than the backs. Actually, are the fronts bigger than the backs? It looks exactly the same, I guess. I mean, it's supposed to be the same, but man, oh man, that Franken Tractor 2 looks beefy, huh? I'm going to put this on because my friend Nick from West Islip has not come and gotten it yet. So, it's gonna go on here. So there it is, Franken Tractor 2, and the front wheels are wider than the back. Got a bumper on there now. Look how meaty that looks, man. These are 20 by 8 by 8s. These are 16 by 9 Let's go for a ride. Yeah! Franken Tractor 2. Look at those tires. Holy cow. And a new Kohler Courage engine. Steering here is really good too. Really smooth for a craftsman. Craftsman steering is not known to be good. Mowers and blowers. Furs like a kid. That's right. I can stand up on it because it's got no safety switches. Runs really smooth. I just added a little bit more 10W30 to top it off. We needed about a 0.3. So it is 1.3 quarts in oil. 10W30 for all colors. You know what this thing doesn't have? Doesn't have light bulbs in it or a harness. I just happen to have an extra one. Yeah! Check it out!
About that, guys. Franken Tractor 2 lives. Didn't think I was actually going to make a Franken Tractor 2, but as I was continuing with the project, it looked like everything was falling into place pretty well, you know. I'm really surprised about the engine. I've always talked badly about the Kohler Courages, and I still do, but I'm amazed that I put this together, right? And it runs really good. I went around the block at full throttle without a hiccup, you know. I think these meaty tires look fantastic on here, don't you? I do need to balance it out a bit. It's not like I have big 20 by 9 by 8s in the back just ready to go. I did, but, you know, I always kept the good ones for my own tractor, you know. So, I'll have to look around my shed. Maybe I can find some better, fatter, meatier tires or wheels for the rear, and it'll be easy to fix. So I added the heat shield for the muffler. It looked funny without it, so I unbent that one and put it on. It was easy. Putting on the bumper was extra easy. It was super easy. Just the bolts fit right on there, you know. It's funny because these tires are so thick, right, that if I try to make some sharp turns, the front will rub on the bumper, and the back will rub on the side of the hood. We added some lights to this baby, and it switched. When you turn it, click, zoom, turn it back, the lights are on. So you can keep them off or on, and it charges at 13.8, so we know the stator works. I just taped up the seat. Seat looks good too. That seat was one of 3 that I got from Nick from Medford. It was the worst. It was the least worst condition. So it still took a lot of tape to patch it up, but it looks pretty good. All right. So the moment of truth. What else do I have to do with this tractor other than eventually getting some rear beefier wheels, right? What color should I paint this? And I'm not going to tell you what I think it should be, okay? I don't want to sway your opinions. I want even the silent watchers, if you guys are watching, and I know you're watching, darling, get off that Netflix or that big screen TV you got there. Get onto your mobile phone, log in, and tell me what color you think I should paint it. Now remember, this is a little bit interesting, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't think I'm going to be selling this anytime soon, because who wants another hauler? I mean, yeah, I have sold a few haulers, and there are people out there looking for drag harrows or things to pull their aerators or their dethatchers or their whatever it is, you know, or a garden trailer to pull mulch, you know. There are people out there who have like a horse farm who need that kind of thing, you know, or to pull a boat or a trailer, or whatever it is, right? I have sold them before, but the demand for a hauler without a mower deck is kind of rare, you know what I'm saying? But when you do find them, you can sell it. But I will be eventually thinking about doing a pulley swap on this to make this go faster. But first things first, we got to make this thing look great. So it doesn't now have to have a color that will sell to the masses like red. And frankly, I am a little tired of the Sunrise Red since we just did 2 of them from the Sunrise Red. So yellow with black rims, yellow with white rims. Maybe I'll put white walls on this. Therefore, if it's white walls, the rims can't be white. The rims would have to be another color with the white walls. Think about that for just a second, okay? How I was thinking maybe, I told you I wasn't going to sway you, right? But think about the colors that we could do. Unusual colors. And no, don't tell me hot pink or something like that, because, I mean, it certainly would catch people's eye as you're driving around with a hot pink, you know, hauler tractor with big meaty tires in the front, right? But, I said I wasn't going to sway you, but I'm just going to tell you what I think, okay? I was thinking about an all-white tractor. Yeah, it would get dirty really easily, but how many white tractors have you seen? I could just go over the whole thing with like primer to lighten the color of the green, right? And then go over it with some gloss white. I could even do it on the cheap. You know how? I could do the 98-cent white. 98-cent quick color. It comes in black and white. I can go buy like 4 cans of white. It would take 4 cans of white to cover this. But I would have to spend like $5 or $6 on a can of primer too, though. Maybe 2 cans. So the paint job would probably cost me $20. What am I in this for right now? 0! That's right. I haven't spent a dime on this. I've been spending my money on camera equipment, you know. But, you know, good audio and clear picture is important to you guys. It's important to me that you guys can see me clearly. Vote! What color should Franken Tractor 2 be? I'll look forward to your comments, fellas. I'm going to put this video together and upload it. Can't wait to see the results. And thanks a lot for following me along today. Did quite a bit to Franken Tractor 2, and certainly was a lot of fun driving around the block. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.